Well guys, it is Thanksgiving week and it is time for a life update, a business update, and a shop update. You might notice things look a little bit different behind me. We have some of the most exciting equipment additions happening in the shop that I've ever had. I'm excited to share that with you. You'll notice right off the bat that my table saw area looks a whole lot different than it used to, with some much upgraded equipment here. Before we dig into the new tool and equipment additions, I owe the YouTube and Instagram community a huge thanks. I shared back in August a video that my wife was diagnosed with lung cancer. At that time, we didn't have a lot of information. We went on to have further testing and find out that thankfully it was in the early stages. It was stage 2A lung cancer and surgery was going to be required. So in September, she underwent a lobectomy. They removed the lower half of her left lung. The surgery was extremely successful. There was a negative margin around the tumor area, which meant there was no cancer detected. And as any of you know who have went through the cancer journey, there's a lot of hurry up and wait, waiting on different tests, things like that. But just last week, we found out that she would not even have to undergo chemotherapy or immunotherapy as a preventative measure. From here on out, it's just recovering from the surgery and monitoring over the next handful of years. But we are incredibly thankful. I shared little bits of this journey on YouTube, a little bit more on Instagram, but I received thousands and thousands of messages in the comments and direct messages, text messages, and everything in between of this community offering prayers, support, encouragement, positive vibes, and everything in between. It was just amazing to be able to send my wife into surgery knowing that there were people all around the world praying for us was one of the greatest experiences of my life. And I've always known that this community was built up of amazing, down-to-earth, good people, but it just really showed through for me. So again, just Thanksgiving, I am incredibly thankful for this community. I'm thankful that God's given me the gifts and the ability to serve this community. Yeah, I'm a little bit speechless about the whole thing. There really aren't words to describe it, but it's just been pretty amazing. And I've been able to see just a new depth of the goodness that there is in this world. So thank you for your thoughts and prayers. And I wanted to give you an update that my wife is doing great. The surgery went well. She's recovering really well. And we have an extremely optimistic outlook for the future. I also want to mention, it's not just about being thankful because things turned out okay. I am so thankful for the struggles that we've went through over the past few months. You see so much more of a depth in yourself, in my wife. She is incredible, in the family that we have around us, in the community that we have around us, such as this carpentry community. It's amazing. You also learn to rely on God in a deeper way. You learn and experience that relationship in a way that you don't when everything is going good in life. So this Thanksgiving, I am especially thankful, not for just all the blessings, but I'm thankful for the hardships too, because I think if we walk through those things with our eyes open, God reveals Himself and the beauty of life around us in a much, much deeper way. So enough of that gushy stuff. Let's talk about this beautiful table saw behind me here. I've got the Felder K 700S. I asked on Instagram about sliding table saws, and this saw was by far the most recommended to me by the Instagram community. I really wanted to add a sliding saw to the shop, and I was kind of torn. I had a price point on what I felt made sense and my top end was around the $15,000 mark. So that put me in a certain category of either buying a new saw or buying a really nice used saw, like a Martin or something like that. Ultimately, I decided to go with this Felder K700S. It was right at the top range of what I was willing to spend, and I was able to get a brand new saw. This is a single phase saw. It's got the 9-foot sliding table, which is ideal for me with the size of sheets that I'm gonna be using most of the time. I kinda wish I would've got the 10-foot table, but this is what they had in stock and available. It's also a single phase, if I didn't mention that yet. So it worked out pretty good. I am still waiting on the overhead dust shroud arm that'll go over the blade and goes all the way over there. Unfortunately, it's like 2 months until that's gonna be delivered. But it's been kind of an ordeal trying to get this whole thing set up and figure out how I wanted to arrange this in the shop with my old table saw and with plywood storage and stuff. I'll make a more in-depth video on this setup once I have it dialed in a little bit better. But I asked on Instagram for opinions, how and where I should set up this saw, and I ended up getting a lot of feedback to put the sliding table saw and my cabinet saw together on an island and have my old saw stop cabinet saw facing the sliding table saw. I'm pretty happy with how this is set up. I haven't had time to rework the dust collection yet, but this will change. The problem that I've got is once the dust arm does come in for this saw, it's gonna come up over and it's gonna come down right here. And unfortunately, that's gonna be too close to where my blade is at on my cabinet saw. So I think I'm going to have to shift everything apart about another foot for it to be more practical for use. I'll also eventually, once I do get this dust arm installed, I'll build another table around here just to extend the outfeed coming off of the cabinet saw out a little bit, because a lot of times what I'm doing is running that long material through there, ripping bevels on 12 and 16 foot long boards for beams and stuff like that. I built this outfeed in between. I didn't really get too carried away with building it. It's just a basic table with a melamine top on it. I can tell already it's not the right size, because whenever I do have to move these table saws further apart, I'm gonna need to make this table longer. It's about 7 foot long right now. So that's gonna have to be redone, but at least it gives me a way to get up and working and kind of a starting point to try and figure this out. With this new setup, the one thing I didn't want to have to do was move what I call my trifecta, the planer, jointer, and bandsaw. I love having these 3 machines set up right here. I've already got power up there for everything and dust collection, and I really didn't want to try and relocate them in the shop. So I did move them over a little bit, about a foot, and it's working out pretty good, but I'm getting into a pretty tight squeeze between this walk lane, being able to still pass through this area, and keeping a wide enough area around this left side of the slider. I'm trying to figure it out, but man, it is a pain. It's still on my list to try and take this dust collection chute and move it over here a little bit more and maybe drop it straight down between these 3 machines and then shoot over across the bottom to catch the table saws on the floor, and then maybe even have an outlet coming out across the top like this that would connect to the boom arm once it comes in, that would catch the overhead dust shrouds on the table saws. So we'll see how that all works out. That brings me to the next exciting addition to the shop. I assembled this yesterday, some wonderful pallet racking. So right over here behind the sliding table saw, we'll have flat plywood storage here, so I can pull sheets off, go straight onto the slider. I think it's gonna work out really well. Previously, I've been storing my plywood vertically in this rack, and then there actually used to be a little bit different rack over there as well from way back in my old shop. This may make you wonder, Spencer, why in the world are you getting this big horizontal plywood storage with pallet racking when you don't have a forklift? This is the new shop workhorse. It is the Komatsu forklift. 5,000 pound capacity, really a perfect fit for what I need. I need it to be able to handle full bunks of plywood and lumber, so I went with that 5,000 pound capacity, but it is still small enough that I can maneuver it down around the shop in tight areas decently well. I also needed a lift that would be able to handle gravel decently well. I've got a big gravel drive out in front of the shop, as well as gravel in the center area of my cold storage over here, and it has been handling it great. So this was really a perfect fit. This was a lot like the sliding table saw. I had a price range and a budget on what I was willing to spend. And as always happens, this hit the top end of my budget, but I think it's gonna be great. It's got fairly low hours and it's in pretty decent shape. Mechanically, it starts right up every time. I haven't seen anything obvious mechanically defective on it, so I think it was a pretty good buy. It is a 3-stage lift. My ceiling height is 16 feet and the actual forks will go to 16 feet, so it goes as high as I need. The company I bought it from gave me the option of 42 or 48 inch forks. I went with 48 inch forks. It didn't come with a backrest, but I requested that. My thought was that if I'm carrying around bunks of plywood, especially if it's loose plywood and it's stacked above the forks, I don't want it to be able to fall off backwards. The downside to that is this is gonna hit your ceiling a lot faster versus if your forks were all the way down here. So I'm not even sure if I'm gonna leave this on. It's just 4 bolts to take it on and off, but I do have it for now. Let me know if you guys use a forklift for plywood and if you would use the backrest or not. I'm kind of curious. It may sound silly, but this forklift feels like the beginning of a new era for my business. Being able to receive material deliveries directly off of a semi is a game changer because I can more easily buy my materials from a distributor at wholesale pricing, whereas I wasn't doing that before. And that makes a huge, huge difference on the bottom line. This machine is gonna open up all kinds of new doors. It is already in my ability to get materials from different distributors, establish different relationships, and just be more competitive and selective with who I purchase from. As well as just the practical uses in the business. I know for a lot of guys, this is like no big deal, but for a little business like mine, this just, it feels great. It's really exciting. Lots and lots to be excited for, guys. Lots and lots to be thankful for. It's a very exciting time for me and my business. We're getting ready to start a monster house. Trim phase is about ready to begin. I have a ton of built-in cabinetry on this job, so I'm gonna be using the new sliding table saw a ton, and I'm also gonna be sourcing materials directly from a distributor for the built-ins, and that's the first time I'm gonna be doing that. Looking to set up new connections with cabinet hardware dealers as well to be more competitive in that regard, sourcing cabinet doors and drawers myself, whereas I hadn't been doing that before. Lots of innovative things happening here, and I've got a long list of other additions I'm working on to continue to develop the shop side of the business. It's gonna be great. I'm excited for the progress we made this year. I'm super excited to see what we can do next year as well. Stay tuned and enjoy the ride. Again, I'm especially thankful for this community. I don't ask as many questions on my YouTube videos. Usually I'm more in teaching mode, but over on Instagram, I ask tons of questions of the guys following my account, and I get so much back in return. A lot of times I'll ask a question. I ask advice on buying a forklift. I ask advice on what kind of pallet racking to buy. I ask advice on what kind of sliding table saw to buy. And I get so much feedback, and I benefit just immensely from that. So thank all of you guys for that. I truly appreciate all of the advice and wisdom that is passed on to me, and I try to pay it forward as much as I can, and we just all get better because of it. So have an awesome Thanksgiving. Enjoy the time with your friends, family, reflecting on the blessings that we have and also just the beauty of the struggle and the blessings that there are in the struggle as well. See you in the next video.